If you're an MSP that is concerned about profitability and you have seen your profit margins and your net profits dropping, then I've got some data for you that will back that up and actually be a little bit alarming. According to Service Leadership, 28% of MSPs are not profitable right now at all, meaning they're not making any profit. And the average MSP is only generating about 8 to 9% net profit in EBITDA. That's basically under break even because I consider 10% break even. It's a very dangerous place to be in. And the reason for that is there's some economic conditions and things that are happening right now, some trends in this industry that's causing that. And I want to talk to you about them in this video. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Robin Robbins. I am the founder and CEO of TMT. And for 22 years, I have worked with well over 10,000 MSPs, VARs, smaller break fix shops to research, test, and perfect marketing and sales systems to help you drive up revenue, get more new customers, and get higher paying, higher value customers. So obviously, profitability is something we watch with our clients and with our members. And the trends we're seeing right now is that MSPs are having a really tough time preserving their profit margins. And there's a couple reasons for that. Obviously, the economy, it's flat right now. Any kind of growth that you're seeing is not necessarily growth in the economy. You're seeing businesses being forced to raise their prices to keep up with inflation because we have persistent inflation. A recent research report came out and showed that the American dollar has lost 25% of its value from 2020 to today. So everything is costing more. In addition to that, technical labor, your techs, your engineers are at a premium right now. So finding good people is difficult because the competition for them is really high. And when you do find them, you're going to have to pay them quite a bit of money. And yes, we can use AI and you can offshore it, but at the end of the day, you still need engineers that are going to be with you here on US soil and are working for you. So that's another reason why so many people are struggling right now with profitability. So what should you do about this? Well, what we're seeing our best in class, our most successful, our most profitable clients do is sort of twofold. Number one, they are being very, very intentional about who they target and take as a customer. And they are developing, attracting what we call HVCs, or high value clients. And high value clients are one that are very profitable. They're within your wheelhouse of work. They allow you to do your best work. You actually enjoy working with them. They follow your advice. They don't see what they pay you as being a lot of money. And so these are all factors that go into finding those high value clients. And the MSPs that are making the most money right now, they're being very, very careful about who they take as a customer. The ones that are struggling right now, often what we see is they're still in that anything for a buck. And they'll take any customer and they make concessions and they lower their fees and they lower their prices just to get that piece of business. And then they sort of forget about it and they never revisit their pricing with those customers because they're not doing the second thing that really successful MSPs do, and that is customer development or client development. So the most successful, the most profitable MSPs are very strategic about client development. And they're doing that through a series of QBRs, proper onboarding, setting forth for a client an IT roadmap, and also creating 6-month, 12-month, even 24-month budgets for their customers so that they are setting the expectation to that customer that you will continue to invest in IT, in security, in compliance, in making sure that you have appropriate uptime, that your team is productive, and of course that you're secure. But this profitability issue is one that really needs to be addressed. And there's a lot of other changes and trends that are going on right now in our industry, in addition to the inflation, in addition to a flat economy, and in addition to the election, because that's another thing that is causing a lot of this stagflation that is going on. And recently, I just put together a brand new report, if I can hold it up here, that we're calling the Election Year MSP Market Forecast. And in this report, I have summarized some of the trends that we're seeing. Some are very alarming as well, and ones that you want to be aware of and you want to be prepared for. There is absolutely an economic profitability and growth crisis right now for MSPs. And I don't want you to think that it's all we're all screwed, because that's not the case at all. But there is a call for a change in your approach. And there's a ton of different data and research and stats that I've put in here, from economic conditions to what's going on in M&A in our industry, what is happening with lead flow, what is happening with new MSPs starting up and competition. And this report is really going to be very eye-opening for you. And I've put a link right below this video that you can click on to download your copy of this. And I would urge you to do it today, because inside this, we're going to give you the trends, we're going to tell you what's happening, and we're also going to be talking about what you need to do right now, a change in your approach and your strategy that is going to allow you to continue to grow and continue to be profitable throughout this sort of stagnant period we're in, which is going to be hanging around for the foreseeable future. Absolutely until the end of this year, without a doubt, but probably carrying over into next year as well. So right below the video, click on that link, go download this report, and learn what you got to do now to preserve your profits and continue to grow.